Baby. Good boy, buddy.
What's going on, YouTube? My name is Anna, and today I'm going to be telling you the story about the Candy Lady. Let's get into it. So this story is a pretty short one, but it has a lot of information and a lot of weird things that happened. It takes place in Texas. It's a small town called Terrel, Texas, which is just outside of Dallas, Texas. And it revolves around a woman by the name of Clara Crane. The story takes place late 1800s, early 1900s, and the most important aspects of the story start around 1892 when Clara Crane's daughter dies. Her daughter was only 5 years old, and she lost her daughter. And 3 years after the death of her daughter, her husband passed away. She was accused of murdering her husband because she blamed the husband for her daughter's death. And the way that they say that she murdered him was with little like caramel candies. They said that she gave him caramel candies that were laced with poison. And because of this, she was put into like a mental institution, the name of which is North Texas Lunatic Asylum, or Terrell State Hospital. So while she was in this institution, the staff and the nurses said that she had a lot of weird behavior. One of the most significant things that she did while she was in there was she made a little doll out of her bed sheets, and she named this doll Marcy, which is after her late daughter. And she would talk to the doll, she would sing to the doll, and she wrote a few letters to her sister. Her sister's name was Aggie, and in the letters she also wrote to her as if Marcy was real, saying things like, you know, Marcy and I can't wait to get out of here, Marcy and I are so excited, things like that. So it raised a lot of concern for everyone. Obviously she wasn't in the right mental state, but she was actually released just a few years later. In 1899, they released her. And it wasn't because she was okay. It wasn't because her mental state was better. It was because the hospital had become overly crowded. So they released her in 1899, and nobody knows where she went after that. They'd said that she didn't appear again until 1903 when she became the Candy Lady. So she didn't show up again until 1903 is what they say. So what she did in 1903 is she went back to the place where her old property used to be and would leave little candies on the windowsills of the children that lived nearby. And it said that she would leave a few regular candies, you know, just to, I guess, entice the kids, make them think they had like a friend. And then she would start leaving notes with the candies saying things like, come and play with me, let's hang out. And that's how she would lure them onto her property and then murder them. There was a farmer who also lived nearby who said that he found like children's teeth in little candy wrappers on his property. So it's said that this went on for about a decade. And during this time, the sheriff of the town started looking into all of these missing children. And he was actually found in a ditch. And the way that he was found was with forks in his eyes and his pockets just filled with candy. These letters, we later found out, is like they were signed by the Candy Lady. Most of the kids didn't actually say anything, like the kids that didn't go and, you know, become a victim of the Candy Lady, when they were older, confessed to their parents that they were also receiving these things. They were receiving these candies, and they did eat some of these candies. It doesn't seem like she really tried to kill them in the way that they say that she killed her husband. It was more so to, I guess, lure them onto her property and then to kill them a different way. So no one really knows whatever happened to Clara Crane. It's said that she's still roaming around to this day, giving kids candy and luring them to her property and potentially taking out their teeth or stabbing them in the eyes with forks. I don't know. Really, really crazy story. Let me know if you live in Texas, if you've ever heard of this urban legend, if it's something that your parents talked to you about, or if you've ever heard. Let me know what you think about this story. Put it in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.